So we're back in the shop, and today we're creating some forged carbon fibre parts. The part we're creating today is the one you see here. It's a part for a door lock for a Land Rover Discovery, and you can see this one, which is the factory one, has got a bit of a crack up in the top edge, so it doesn't work anymore. So I've gone ahead and modelled up a new one in SolidWorks and 3D printed it on a FDM printer here, just to check the fitment, and it looks all good. So we'll go ahead and make a carbon one. Now to do that, first step we have to do is make up a mould, which I've modelled also in SolidWorks and then printed on a Elegoo Mars resin printer. So you can see the core there and then the cavity there. So when those come together, the void in the middle is the right geometry for the part we're trying to create. And to get the part out of the mould, I've had to coat it with a mould release wax, and for that I'm just using this hard furniture wax from Bunnings. Nothing fancy, but it seems to do the trick alright. To actually produce the part, I'll be using this West Systems 105 epoxy with a slow hardener. And then the carbon fibre that I'm using is a 12K carbon tow chopped into 3mm strands. So I've already weighed out the carbon, 1.1 grams there. So the process that we'll go through is we'll wet out the inside of the mould cavity, just using a small brush. So we'll cover the inside face with epoxy just to get a nice surface finish on it. And then we'll pack the carbon into the mould and fill it with the rest of the epoxy, and then clamp the two halves together. So I've got a couple of toothpicks and popsicle sticks that you can see there that we'll use to stick everything in the hole. And then, we'll clamp it up at the end in a vise, just slowly, so we don't hydraulically lock the mould, and we'll see how that works. So we've got the part clamped up in the vise there. You can see it's fully closed, and we dripped some epoxy out underneath, so we know we should be full of epoxy and there should be enough in there to consolidate the part properly. So we'll leave that overnight and we'll come back in the morning and see what happened. Got the mould out the vise, so we'll crack it open and see how the part looks. So this is what we've ended up with. Gave it a bit of a light wet sand with some 600 grit paper. Come up pretty good. A bit of a polish to remove some of the flash. A bit of a scrape up with a carbide blade. Come up pretty good. You can see it's a good match for what the original part was. All the geometric features are there, and it's pretty accurate as well. So this ought to work out well for us. So that's about it for this project. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.